Welcome to Doug Does Stuff. I'm Doug. This is my Kobra S1, and you just can't make this stuff up. You really can't. This is crazy. So I am trying to do a bed level, and yeah, I like my first layer to be good. I like the nice even bed. So I installed the Funssor bed. What's crazy is if I take off my PEI sheet and I probe this bed, it's like perfectly flat. As soon as I put on a PEI sheet, this, all of these bed levels happen. I don't know how those canyons are happening. So I was like, Doug, maybe it's your PEI sheet. So I used the original one, front and back, no good. I used the Funssor one, front and back, no good. I just bought, which we're going to do right now, a new one, thinking maybe it was the bed sheet itself. No good. The glacier plate was good, but I have to be able to print with heat if I want to do something more than PLA or PETG. So I'm going to run the bed mesh right now. I'm going to do a cold bed level on the PEI sheet that I just bought to see what it looks like. And then let's go from there. Really, I don't want to be doing this. All right, you're going to ask me, Doug, how do you do a cold bed level? Well, this is how I do it. I come in here. I make sure that my nozzle temperature is set to 25. That's what I want. I come over here to wrinkles. I home the printer, which I just got done doing. I hit calibrate. I'm going to hit the calibrate here. And as soon as I do that, I come over here and I hope you saw that. I clicked the check mark so it keeps it at 25. I come back in here. When the nozzle gets to 170, you got to do to 25 again. So you're watching it. All right, get ready. As soon as it hits 170, that's going to go to 55. We click that. Now it's back to 25. And now it's going to do our bed level. So let's come back in a minute. All right, so it's done. Let's come on over here. Let's hit refresh. And all of a sudden, we have bumps in a 273. So now watch this. Going to take off the sheet. We're going to do the same thing, 25. We're going to home the printer. All right, so the printer is homed. We're going to come over here. Again, you hit calibrate. Right when you hit calibrate there, you got to get ready to change it over here. So calibrate, changes to 55, change it back to 25. Again, let's get ready to do that one more time. There it goes. Now I do want to point out, we're going to have one dip in the bed, and it's right there. You see the nozzle mark? Yeah, it's the nozzle hits there. So anyway, let's see what happens in a minute. Okay, just finished. Let's hit the refresh button. And like that, we have a 0.111 with our biggest dip. Oh my God. 0.035 is our lowest. And yeah, I mean, come on. That's beautiful. Sure, I could probably raise, yeah, nothing. There's something else going on here mechanically that when I put a build plate on here, something happens to, oh boy, there we go. Something happens here or in my new strain gauge and extruder that's giving me bad readings. So I just put this BiQu on. Let's come over here. Let's do it one more time and see what happens with this plate. Now these are all cold levels. This is just very interesting stuff to me. Like, I know I want to print. I love to tinker. And I know this is bothering some of you, but you know what? Hey, my channel, my videos. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. You guys are the best. All right, one more time. Going from here, we're going to hit calibrate. All right, we'll be back. Okay, we are finishing up here, our last one. And come over here. And once again, refresh. And not horrible, but we're still getting that out in the front, that little dip. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try doing the washer mod. And then after that, I'm going to edit wrinkles and change the sensitivity of the strain gauge. Go from there. Because I know that plate, the Funssor plate, is flat. I don't know. Probably should see how it prints, huh? Maybe. Probably not. I tinker. All right, here we are the next day with our Kobra S1 turned off. We are going to do the washer mod. Why? Because I'm a serial tinkerer, and why not? So, in order to do the washer mod, we need to take off the front cover so we can access the hot end. Let's pop this bad boy off. Let's pop this bad boy off. Take it off of here. Get that out of the way. We're going to have to lower our bed, so we pick it up, we reach under, and we pull the belt to the side. We take that out of there. All right, cool. We're going to dislodge. No, we're going to take off our nozzle, and then I will zoom you in, hopefully, for a better shot of what we're about to do. I gotta go down some more. Cool. All right, so what we're going to do, let me see if I can get you a better angle over here. All right, so here we are from a different angle. What we need to do is we need to take off the strain gauge. So let's go ahead and do that. To do that, you're going to take off 1, 2, and 3 with the correct size Allen wrench, which is a 2.0. Get that in there. Uno. And I just like to put these right on the build plate because they're magnetic. Dos. I don't have high hopes that this washer mod is going to do anything because I feel like it's just increasing the distance. It's not like taking up slack or anything like that. I don't know. Hey, maybe I'm wrong. I hope so. Come on, get out of there. Get. Good. All right, now that that's off, we just got to shimmy this thing out of here, and we are loose. Now, this is what we're trying to do. Make sure you guys can see this. You can. We're going to take off these two, and we're going to put a washer in between here and here. Again, I don't understand how this is supposedly helping, but they say it does. So let's see what happens. That is off. Let's not let that go flying. Now here's the hard part, is getting these washers. Okay, here's the hard part. Getting this tiny washer to stay in place while you put these on. See what I mean? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Go backwards so we don't strip it out. Cool. Now we got to get this one in here. This one's going to be a little trickier. Zoom across the room. Don't spin. All right. This is going to come down to sheer luck. I promise. Did I get lucky? Did I get lucky? Go backwards. And for that click. Come on. Yay, look at that. We got it. All right, so now you can see here, it is hot end or radiator, I don't know, washer, strain gauge, screw. Tighten this down. Tighten this down. Whip this back around. I mean, listen, this is a fairly quick mod if it works, right? That's the centering. Back it off. There's the click. Run it in. Now for the last one. All right. Sorry I'm in your way, but tough cookies. Now, hey, everything is on. I don't know if that's going to make a difference here, but let's bring it back out here. All right, going to get my hot end cover back on. Going to try inserting the nozzle. Nozzle goes up, clips in. Not moving. That's a good sign. Put this back together. Put this back together the right way. Clip, 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 clip. Turn it on. We are going to use our new from Unitac. Unitac one. This one's got PE on this side and smooth PEI with fingerprints on that side. Not that that matters for this, but yeah. Let's see what happens. That's taking its time. That is always worrisome. Sometimes it loads up like that, and sometimes it could take a minute. Seems like we're on a minute. There it goes. All right, we're going to hit this. We're going to go to calibrate. No bed soak, no nothing. We're just going to run it. Yes, probe it for me. And I'll come back in a couple minutes when it's done. Okay, so we're done over here. Let's come over here to our printer. Let's go over to the height map with the strain gauge. Washers in there. We're down to 0.114. I think what we'll do is a little bed soak, heat bed. We're not soaking the bed. We're going to do a heat soak on the bed and see what happens, see if we can get rid of this. Because I know that the magnetic sheet, not the build plate, the magnetic sheet is flat right there. So that is an artifact coming from somewhere. All right, let's do that. All right, we're going to come over here and we're going to set this to 60. Yep, and we're going to wait about 20 minutes and go from there. Okay, so we've had our build plate heating up for over 20 minutes now. We're going to come over into our height map. We are going to home it, and then we're going to hit calibrate. We're going to see, does this change after being heat soaked for 20 minutes? I'll be right back. All right, we just got done. Let's see what happens. Hit the refresh button. Gut punch. Oh, no, not too bad. 0.161. Let's take a look at this. I don't really think there's anything I can do to change that. It looks pretty flat. If we go to the front here, this corner, come on, 0.014. 0.012, and then the back middle, 0.073. So it's a little bit high. 0.06, 0.1. So maybe we turn the back screws down just a little bit and rerun it. Let's see. All right, so we just finished a heat soak of 20-ish minutes. A bed level, we're at a 0.131. We adjusted the back screws. And 0.130. Looking pretty good. Let's just zoom in here. Again, you see like this pops up out of nowhere. This pops up out of nowhere. 0.04, 0.03. That back corner is now low at 0.08. And that one's high at 0.010. So there's definitely something else going on, whether it be something on the brand new PEI sheet, something with the strain gauge, something, there's just something. It is a brand new nozzle, never had filament through it, so it's not that. Yeah, I mean, our Kobra S1 continues to be an enigma here and giving us issues, but we're going to get this over there, and then we're going to print something because that's what, you guys want to see, and I guess I should stop tinkering. So like and subscribe for the next video, and I appreciate you and you and you and all the watching that you do. And we have a few more build plates here to go through, and we'll talk about those in the next video, maybe, or something else. Who knows? Whatever fits my fancy. Bye.